The Freedom of Information Law, which was brought into effect by the PPM government it was passed in 2007, brought in 2009. That needs further refinement. It needs to be enhanced, and I would promote that. In addition, there is the Standards of Public Life Commission, which is part of is a constitutional commission. I would support and promote bringing in the legislation immediately to give that the necessary teeth to raise the standards for public life in the country. There's also the question of openness of boards. I have spoken about it several times in the past. I am in favor of having open boards, whether they're statutory boards or whether they're other government boards. There will be limitations, but the people should have access to their information. The people should know what is happening with government. There are a number, but there are two in particular that I tend to hear from the people in Panton. One is the cost of living. The other is the issue of jobs. We've had a lot of fees that have been imposed on the country over the last couple of years. It's created a giant sucking sound in our economy, people's wallets, checkbooks, pocketbooks. Some of those fees are also inflationary and damaging to the economy, and they raise the cost of living. We need to roll back, identify the ones that are the worst ones, the greatest offenders, roll some of those back. We also need to create jobs. We need to grow our economy to create jobs for young people coming out of school. We also need to, and I think we have an opportunity, recognizing that even though we have a weak economy, we have an economy that generates 20,000 more jobs than we have Caymanians to fill them. We need a mechanism and we need a shared commitment between the government and the private sector to translate some of those people from the unemployed list into those jobs. I don't mean cancelling work permits. Non-Caymanians tend to leave every 4 or 5 years. There's a normal attrition rate that goes on all the time. That creates opportunities. We just need a shared commitment between government and the private sector. Need to do both at the same time. Clearly, the two are not mutually exclusive. We need to grow our economy. We need to defend and we need to improve the pillars of our economy, the two main pillars, which are tourism and the financial industry. We have to support both of those. We have to have growth there to create opportunities for young people. We also have the opportunity, notwithstanding the fact that we have limited growth and a weak economy right now, we have the opportunity, which is created by the fact that we have 20,000 jobs in the economy, more than we have Caymanians to fill them. We need a shared commitment with the private sector to translate some of those jobs, or some of the unemployed into those jobs. We could have growth in the economy of between another 1% to 3% if we had a government, and had a government over the last 4 years, which is a government that could be trusted, a government in which people had confidence. Confidence is, as I said, the key to investment and the catalyst for growth. We also have to have clearly a Caymanian first policy. That's nothing to do with being an anti-business or anti-expat. We need, for the sake of a good, sound community and society, we've got to have opportunities for the people of the country which are available to them. So I think the two work together. I think a progressive government brings all of the tools to effect those kinds of policies and to make those kinds of changes. I believe everything in life works better from an organized perspective. Every global successful democracy, every stable democracy is run by organized or through organized politics. I don't believe that having disparate views, having disjointed approaches is going to be successful at all. I think you need a team which is committed, has common values, common principles, a shared vision, and very importantly, a common commitment to taking the country forward and creating a good society and a prosperous society. We're not going to have that unless we have an organized, clearly structured, and a committed approach. Well, I definitely understand why the issue might be, or the issue of trust arises for the voters of Bodden Town, because I feel in the past we've had 3 seats and at least 2 of those representatives have, in my mind, breached their trust, which they asked the people of Bodden Town to put in them. I have a reputation for which has established trust in me with many of the people that I've interacted with. I will get up every day, go to work to make things better for the people of Bodden Town, the communities of Bodden Town, the district of Bodden Town. I will pursue the best opportunities for the district of Bodden Town that exists in the country. I will do my utmost to continue every day to earn the trust of the people of Bodden Town.